This is Jarrod Horak, and this is my latest handicapping video, and I'm going to cover the Grade 1 Champagne at Aqueduct for this video for Saturday, October 7th. And if you're interested in checking out all of my Breeders' Cup articles, head on over to todaysracingdigest.com. Check out their news section. Just click on that news tab when you get to their website, news articles, and you're going to find all of my Breeders' Cup articles. I posted 5 video articles for all 5 of the Breeders' Cup Friday races so far, plus the Dirt Mile for Saturday, for Breeders' Cup Saturday. I'm going to post more articles each day. All of the Breeders' Cup Saturday races, I'm going to be having articles as well. So from now to the Breeders' Cup, I'm going to be posting articles each day at todaysracingdigest.com. And in the description in this video, I'll provide links to the articles I've written so far. And if you're interested in my full card analysis at Santa Anita Park, head on over to the runawayhorse.com on my sales page. You'll find all the information on the full cards from Santa Anita Park, including the 2-day Breeders' Cup. I cover that annual product each year, and you can go over to check out my prices for all of the full cards and for the Breeders' Cup full cards, and you can purchase all that now, and then those Breeders' Cup full cards will be done as quick as I can after they draw post positions Breeders' Cup week. Now let's get into the analysis of this one. We're going to be doing the 8th race at Aqueduct, Grade 1, $500,000 Champagne Stakes, and this is for Saturday, October 7th, 2023, for 2-year-olds traveling 1 mile around one turn on the main track. Scheduled post time 3:46 p.m. Eastern Time. This is a win and you're in for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. This is also a Kentucky Derby 2024 points race, and Air Cav for trainer Brad Cox will start the field. This is a son of Matoli, and they paid $125,000 for this one. And in his debut at Horseshoe Indianapolis, he was able to win that race, chasing the pace, taking the lead, getting challenged, and holding on and winning by a neck. And the runner-up was well clear of the rest. It was a quality effort, but it wasn't a fast race. But usually these Brad Cox trainees, they're well meant. He usually gets good horses in his barn with quality pedigrees, and they'll usually run decent races. And we're going to find out where this one fits. In his first start against winners, Dylan Davis will ride. Dancing Groom is the 2 for trainer Antonio Sano. This is a son of Vino Rosso, and Bernardini's the dam sire, certainly bred to get better as distances increase. And that's exactly what happened with this one, because in his debut at 6 furlongs, he couldn't keep up at Saratoga. He was 6th in a 10-horse field. But then when he got extra distance, a 1-mile race at Saratoga, originally scheduled for the turf, in his second career start, he was able to win that one. He rallied from 6th in a 9-horse field, and he just romped, and he won by 5 lengths. Good effort, much better speed rating second time out. Should continue to enjoy added distance. Trevor McCarthy will ride. He was aboard in the debut. He wasn't aboard last time. So for this one, they paid $60,000 for him, and he's going to have to continue to get better. Timberlake, he's cross-entered in the Breeders' Futurity. So if you watch that video, I mentioned that he was cross-entered in this race, and we'll have to see which direction they go. He's one that I like. I just don't know which race they're going to go in. They're taking the blinkers off, and they paid $350,000 for him. I like the pedigree. Into Mischief the sire, looking at Lucky the dam sire. He was no threat in his debut. He was the beaten favorite. He broke slow from post 10 and never really fired there after stalking the pace. In second time out, though, at Ellis Park, much better effort at 7 furlongs. They added blinkers. He was the favorite, and he just romped that day, and he won by 9. I made him my top choice in the Hopeful Stakes last time. 7 furlong race at Saratoga, and they bet him down to be the favorite there, and it was a 10-horse field. He broke 9th, but that was fine because the pace was quick, 22, 44, and 4. And the winner of that one, Nutella Fella, came from well off the pace to upset the field. Timberlake was up on that pace, battling, and he had the lead. He just could not hold off Nutella Fella, and he ended up just holding second. So a quality effort there. I just don't know how strong the Hopeful was. The pace was quick. It was an odd race, but it was a slow race at the end. So they were really crawling, coming home there, but they did go fast early, and he showed a lot of talent in his second career start. If he goes here, he's definitely going to be a top 3 contender. General Partner for trainer Chad Brown ran a much better race second time out. In his debut, he was chasing the pace at 6 furlongs, but he couldn't keep up in the stretch, and he weakened to finish 4th. In his second start at 7 furlongs, he was able to get out there and control the pace. 22-3, 45-4, 109-4. For that day, those fractions were below par. He was controlling slow fractions, and he was just out there enjoying life, and he was able to win by 4 lengths. So that was a good effort, but a different scenario here because some other horses have speed. including number 5, El Grande. This one for trainer Linda Rice, has run 6 times, and he finished in the top 3 in all 6 races. So this is a New York bred, and he's run against New York bred company in 5 of his 6 starts. And against Open Company in the Skidmore Stakes in the mud, a race originally scheduled for the turf, he finished 2nd. They added blinkers in his last couple, the Funny Side Stakes. He was 2nd by a head after setting the pace, and he set the pace and kept on going in a New York bred stakes race in the slop last time out at Aqueduct. So this one probably will impact the pace. This is a good, tough test for him. Fierceness for trainer Todd Pletcher with Irad Ortiz Jr. in the saddle. City of Light, the sire, and Stay Thirsty, the dam sire. Stay Thirsty was a horse that Todd Pletcher had trained in the past. And for this one, he just romped in his debut. And that's probably going to make him the favorite in this race. He was the favorite in that race. It was an 8-horse field. It was in the mud at Saratoga on August 25th. And he just got out there and he set the pace and he widened throughout. He went from a length in front to 2.5 in front to 7 in front, finally 11 lengths in front of the rest. And he was completely geared down there as well. The pace was solid, 22 flat, 44 and 3, 56 and 3 for the 5 furlongs, and then 109 and 2 at the end. So the pace was slightly above par. He was setting that fast pace, and typically wet tracks favor those front runners. And he was just able to just run off the screen and be much the best and earn a strong speed rating. If he runs that race here, he's probably going to wire the field. A Gold Sweep is next for trainer Steve Asmussen, and he's adding blinkers, and he's run 4 times with a win and 2 second-place finishes. He was 2nd by a neck in the debut, 1st by 9 in his 2nd career start. Then in the Sanford, the Tremont was his win by 9 lengths, so he broke his maiden in that stakes race. And then the Sanford, the Grade 3 at Saratoga, he was 2nd. And then in the Grade 1 Hopeful last time, he was 6th in that 10-horse field. Like I said, don't know how strong that Hopeful was. We're going to find out because some of those horses are starting to come back and run this weekend. And they paid $285,000 for this son of Spitestown. Sweet Soddy J is next, and this is a gelded son of B Jersey. And he's run 3 times with 2 wins and a 3rd. For this one, he won his first 2 starts at Colonial Downs in a maiden claiming 40. And then Timonium, that bull ring track, when they were running the Timonium Fair, they run races there a few days a year, and he was able to win the Timonium Juvenile. 6.5 furlongs. That 6.5 furlongs is out of the chute, and they start at the grandstand and they go around, so it's like a 2-turn race. And he kicked clear and he won by 3 lengths, 9-1 odds. Maryland was my circuit when I was growing up, so I know a lot about Timonium. I've been there multiple times. And then Presque Isle Downs was his last start on all-weather ground. And in that stakes race there, $80,000 stakes race, he was able to just race evenly and finish 3rd. So he's going to have to run faster in this race. I can see him stalking the pace from that outside post. So it just depends which horses go here, especially Timberlake. If Timberlake goes here, definitely a contender for the win. It might, if he doesn't go here, it probably comes down to General Partner and Fierceness. But I'm going to go with Fierceness because he was so impressive visually in that debut. And I can't see why he wouldn't handle a 1-turn mile. Good connections. If he just able to get out there and set the pace again, I think he's going to be a tough customer if he runs anywhere near that speed rating that he earned in his debut. So Fierceness will be my top choice in the Grade 1 Champagne. And then that race will be at Aqueduct on Saturday, October 7th. Champagne is typically at Belmont. They're doing construction there. So Aqueduct is going to be running the fall meet that they're running now. Typically would be run at Belmont, but they were doing that construction. So they're running at Aqueduct. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you like this horse racing content. And keep checking my YouTube channel. I got a lot of videos this weekend. I'm going to post, I said, as many as I can possibly post. All these Breeders' Cup preps, and then Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks Points races. So until I see you next time, good luck at the races.